Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Chung, and I am from the group that includes Xie Shangyi, and I. Today, we will be conducting a disconnected group based experiment. Due to the COVID 19 pandemic, we are unable to group up together collectively. In our experiment, we will demonstrate osmosis in plants. As an introduction, plasma membrane is a selectively permeable membrane because only certain substances can diffuse through it. Water molecules can easily diffuse across the plasma membrane. The movement is called osmosis. Osmosis is a passive transport that does not require energy, which is ATP. The definition of osmosis is diffusion of water from the region of high water potential to the region of low water potential across the plasma membrane until equilibrium is achieved. The direction of movement of water is determined by concentration of solute, based on both sides of the membrane and the water potential in this experiment. If the rate of movement of water molecules in both directions are the same, with net zero movement between them, the water potential inside and outside of the cell is said to be isotonic. In a hypertonic environment, water molecules will diffuse out of the cell by osmosis, and the cell shrinks. The shrinking of the plant cell is called plasmolysis, and it will have the appearance of being flaccid. When a plant cell is in a hypotonic environment, water molecules will diffuse into the cell by osmosis, and the cell will expand, but the increase in size is restricted due to the cell wall. In this condition, the plant cell is turgid. Coming up is a reenactment of how the bioclass would usually go down, with Daniel Chung as Cikgu Rafiza, Xie Ying as Xie Ying, and Shang Yi as the boys.
Hello, class. Good morning. Hi. How are you? Good. Okay. Never mind. We're going up to our questions now. First question for your experiment. What is your objective, huh? Yeah, your objective is really important. So what is it? Somebody answer me. Hello? Hello?
Teacher, my objective is to determine the percentage change in length of potato strip in salt solution.
That is very good. Yes. Your objective is already there. Now, what is your problem statement?
My answer is, how does the concentration of the solute affect the percentage change in length of potato strip?
Yes, that is correct. But remember to phrase it into a question, like use how or what and with a question mark at the end. Now, moving on to inference. Now, your inference, what do you infer from your objective and problem statement?
My inference is the concentration of salts in the solute will affect the water potential, causing osmosis to change.
Yes, yes. Now, I haven't heard from the boys yet. Later, the question for the boys I'll ask later. Now, thank you, Teacher Xie Ying. Now, what is the relationship that you can find out from the objective? Hello?
Oh yeah, teacher. The concentration of an external solution which is isotonic to the cell set of a potato is the concentration that does not change the length of the potato strip.
Yes, very good. Now, going on to the variables. I haven't heard from the boys yet, huh? The boys are not paying attention to my class. So, I want to hear from Shang Yi. What are the variables?
Yes, teacher. For the manipulated variables is the concentration of the salt in the solutions. For the responding variables, the percentage change in length of potato strips, and for the constant variables is the duration of potato strip immersed in salt solution.
Yes, those are correct answers. Thank you for your answer, Shang-Yi. Pay attention to my class.
For the materials, we use potato, salt, distilled water, and tap water. For the apparatus, we use knife, chopping board, glasses, teaspoon, chopstick, kitchen tissues, measuring cups or measuring cylinders, syringe, ruler, marker and paper, and timer.
Now, our experiment shall begin.
Procedure: 6 strips of potatoes with a length of 5 cm and the same thickness with which is 1 cm is cut. The skin is removed too. Second, each strip is wiped dry using kitchen tissues. 6 containers are labeled as A prime, A, B, C, D using marker. Container A, B, C, D, E are filled with 200 milliliters of tap water.
Container A prime is filled with 200 ml of distilled water, and it will be used as the control group in this experiment.
1 teaspoon of table salt is added to the container B, while 2 tablespoons of table salt is added to container C, 3 tablespoons of table salt is added to container D, and 4 tablespoons of table salt is added to container E. All the salt in the glasses are mixed using a tablespoon until the salt particles disappear. 1 potato strip is put into each of the container by using a tablespoon, and make sure all the potato strips are immersed completely in the solution. Leave the potato strip for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, potato strips are removed from the container using tablespoon and dried carefully with kitchen tissue. The final length of potato strips are measured again using the ruler and record in the table.
Distilled water, tap water, and 1 tablespoon of salt solution is hypotonic to cell set of potato. Water diffuses into the cell set by osmosis through plasma membrane. This causes the length of potato strips to increase. In detail, the vacuole expands and the cell becomes turgid. 2 tablespoons of salt solution is isotonic to the cell set of potato. There is no net movement of water. Hence, no change in length of potato strip. In details, the vacuole remains at its normal size. 3 tablespoons and 4 tablespoons of salt solution is hypertonic to the cell set of potato. Water diffuses out from the cell set of potato by osmosis through plasma membrane. So the mass of potato strip decreases. In details, the vacuole shrinks while the plasma membrane is pulled away from the cell wall. The cell becomes plasmolysed and flaccid.
Thank you, Miss Rafiza.